Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. We continue bi'idhnillahi ta'ala our overview of the book Zukhruf al Qawl by Shaykh Fahd al-Ajlan and Abdullah al-Ujairi. Article number 18 inshallah is titled Freedom and Choice Before the Application of the Shariah. So this is a slogan. This is Zukhruf al Qawl, beautified and decorated speech. What do they mean by this? Some would say freedom and choice before the application of the Sharia. They say, well, freedom is a basic human right and people need to choose whether they want to apply the Sharia or not. They say that freedom is one of the maqasid of the Sharia, one of the higher objectives of the Sharia. And so we ask them, isn't this freedom then part of the Sharia? You are stating that it is one of the maqasid of the Sharia. So this freedom here, it is already part of the Sharia. And so achieving it, isn't this already the application of the Sharia? It's like somebody saying that distribution of zakah before the application of the Sharia. We say, subhanallah, distribution of zakat is already part of the application of the Sharia. Somebody says justice before the application of the Sharia. We say, brother, that finding justice and upholding justice, it is part and parcel of the application of the Sharia. And so your statement, it is absurd, it is upside down. Note that if what you mean is that freedom to do anything and everything that you want, then this type of freedom does not really exist. Does not exist anywhere. In the West, in the East, it does not exist. Freedom is always qualified by rules, regulations, etc., etc. These rules and regulations could be defined by Islam, could be defined by liberalism, could be defined by communism, etc. But complete, absolute freedom does not exist. You cannot just stand in the middle of New York and shoot people, kill people, rape people, etc. You cannot do this. Absolute freedom does not exist. We state to them that freedom qualified by the rules and regulations of liberalism, this here, how does it work? It states, well, you can do as you wish, as you want, for as long as you do not cause harm to others. That's their definition of freedom. They say two people could get together, both males, both females, by choice. They could have sex with one another and there's no problem, no issue at all. Blasphemy, no issue, no problem. Apostasy, no issue, no problem. This type of hurriya, this type of freedom, Islam does not acknowledge. This type of freedom here goes against Islam. It goes against ordering the good and forbidding the evil. In Islam, the realm of prohibitions, it is not only to do with, well, don't cause harm to others. No, but rather it is wider, that you're not allowed to cause harm upon yourself. You're not allowed to cause harm upon your deen. You're not allowed to cause harm upon your dunya. You're not allowed to cause harm upon your akhirah. Example, alcohol consumption. Somebody in his house, before falling asleep, he wants to consume a liter of alcohol. He wants to consume a cup of alcohol. He's not going to harm anybody. He's not going to cause harm to any person, etc. Where's the issue? Where's the problem? We say that Islam has an issue and a problem with this here. Because Islam does not want you to cause harm to others, does not want you to cause harm to yourself, does not want you to cause harm to your dunya, does not want you to cause harm to your akhirah, does not want you to cause harm to your deen, etc. The realm is much wider in Islam. So if this is the freedom that you are talking about, oh brother or sister, when you state that freedom and choice before the application of the Sharia, then this type of freedom here, we do not acknowledge. If the person says, well, I agree with you that this type of liberal freedom is not allowed and it is haram and it is not permissible, but applying the Sharia in my country, applying the Sharia rules and regulations in X country is not possible today, because of certain circumstances. And so what we want is, we want freedom for everybody so that we are allowed to do da'wah. Important. So that we are allowed to do da'wah, and so then the application of the Sharia will come later on. We say that this is very, very different. This here is very different now. You are stating that this type of liberal freedom is not permissible, but right now we are calling for freedom. So everybody has their freedom and we have the freedom to do da'wah. And in the long term, inshallah, we will reach the point where we can apply the Sharia. Then here, there is room for this type of position. Why? Because application of the Sharia is dependent upon ability. And right now you are stating that in this country, X, etc., you guys do not have the ability. This here is a discussion. We can talk, we can discuss. But this is very different from what the slogan was at the beginning, which was freedom and choice before application of the Sharia. They do not intend applying the Sharia. They just want complete freedom for everybody to do as they wish. Those who want Islam can choose Islam, and those who don't, well, to you, whatever you want, inshallah. That there is not possible.